Rastafarians, which is not a religion. Many people think it's religion. It's a way of life or a movement, but they don't like the term movement. It stems from Christianity. Rastafarians believe that Haile Selassie is Jesus Christ in the second coming. And they believe that smoking cannabis is a spiritual act, often accompanied by studying the Bible, and they believe it's a sacrament. So it's like, basically, like any other religion. Bob Marley, the famous Rastafarian in reggae music. He's revolutionary. He had this quote, "Herb is the healing of a nation, alcohol is destruction." But reggae music is not the only genre with influence in the marijuana culture. Blues, rap, rock and roll. And here's some famous artists that you can know. Currency, Rick James, Wiz Khalifa, Jimi Hendrix, Cab Calloway, who was one of the first people to ever put reefer in a song. Because I forgot what date it came out, but the song Reefer Man, which is really revolutionary, and everyone like was crazy for it. And this is Burning Spear. He's a reggae star, and he speaks a lot. He has a lot of Rastafarian messages in his music. Marijuana has a strong presence in other media popular culture as well, such as movies, comedy, books, art, news, etc. There are places, even here in America, where marijuana is so embedded in the culture that even police cannot deny the importance of marijuana to the economy. The Emerald Triangle. This is just right outside of San Francisco, or Sacramento. It is this collection of counties, these 3 counties right here. In these 3 counties, they're allowed to grow 99 plants in 100 square feet and allowed to carry 3 pounds of possession. And citizens here, or people who live here, consider this a way of life, and they believe that everyone living in the region is directly or indirectly related to like the marijuana business. So either way, it's a part of their culture. The Emerald Triangle is proof that with proper regulation and enforcement, marijuana can be assimilated into legal status. And a couple of arguments. Okay, so I focused on the big 3 arguments of each side. So I'm gonna start with the against. That's not good. Okay, marijuana is often used as a stepping stone drug, leading to heroin, cocaine, or other harder drugs. I can't say for sure that is not true, but in Portugal, which is one of the first places to decriminalize marijuana, they have reported that there was after decriminalizing marijuana, they reported that there was a lower number of harder drug users because they usually just stuck to marijuana because it was easier to get, safer. You don't have to go through all these other things. There's no risk of getting caught or going to jail. Legalization would amount to government's endorsement of the drug. This is one of these arguments that I think is very subjective, but my response to that argument is just because the government is allowing people to have the freedom of choice doesn't make it like they're advising or advertising to go smoke marijuana. That's my take on that. And it's a huge health risk linked to cancer, heart attacks, and other things. So is a lot of other stuff. We don't legalize everything just because it's like health risk, like cigarettes and alcohol, and even prescription pills, because people overdose on prescription pills every day. Here's some arguments for legalization of marijuana. Through taxation, regulation, and restriction, the government could generate billions of dollars in tax money and things like that. And also, they can save money from law enforcement and incarceration for those who are in jail for a couple of months just for possession of weed or other paraphernalia. Alcohol, cigarettes are legal, like I said, and they kill much more people than marijuana does. There have been no cases reported of marijuana killing anyone. And it has been proven that marijuana has beneficial effects on cancer, AIDS, and glaucoma in other patients. So there's the plus side of that. The first step to complete legalization position that marijuana in this country has been taken in Colorado and Washington. Soon, I'm sure other states will follow suit. Until then, the fight is still going on and it's going strong. Personally, I see nothing wrong with the cultivation, use, or sale of cannabis. Making it more organized and safer for access can be a bad idea. And giving marijuana legal status can eliminate a whole avenue in like the black market, which is way more progress than we have made in the last 20 years, so years that we've been fighting the war on drugs. And I want to leave you with a quote by John, I think it's Roosevelt, out of Ontario, a political figure. And this statement, I really connected with it because it kind of explained how I felt about marijuana, I guess. Being high is one of the most pleasant sensations available to mankind. Every day is Saturday. It is to be like a child, to perceive events with clarity, to look into the gates of paradise, to completely enjoy whatever you might be doing, to smile so hard that your jaw muscles get tired. Being high is to laugh at the silliest things, to understand things that have seemed so absurd before, to have the aloofness of a cat, to afford the kingship with God, to be intoxicated with marijuana makes every superlative seem within your grasp. Being high makes life seem terribly good. Being high is simply good. Thank you.